we're going to do something a little different here. We're going to look at United Health here on the weekly chart. I know we have earnings upcoming tomorrow pre-market, so it doesn't really help us tonight as we're looking at this chart, but we're going to be reactionary in here. So that is why I kind of want to highlight some different levels in UNH so we can see what happens as far as earning goes tomorrow. We can see how we want to play this IV and then what kind of moves we could end up getting in here. So currently UNH is trading right around that 282 12 mark. We were up around $1 today, especially with that pop in today in here that kind of ended us up above the 282 mark. Now, currently there is a $22 expected move priced in by this Friday. So you could get at least a $20 move just by earnings tomorrow either way. Now, the $20 to the downside, we don't really care about because you're kind of in no man's land down right here, right? So if you go to the 260s, then yeah, perhaps we'll find footing down there, or the 250s, right? What's the low that came in here? 248. If we get down to 248, then yeah, then we'll worry about, buying something up. But really, in between where we're trading now and then all the way down here at the 240s, we don't really care that much because we don't want to catch a falling knife. It depends on obviously the forecast, the revenue, everything. United Health, they're going to have to come out with a bang tomorrow to make this thing move at all, right? Especially to the upside and bigly. But we could get a expected move up here, so $20, and that would put us right at the 9-day EMA, which is currently trading at 304. If we do get up here, then perhaps we need to stay, okay, well, now we got our move, so let's see if we can hold the 300s. If we hold the 300s, then we can work our way up to the 314. So we're just going to look at a $10 wide channel in here. We're going to be above 304. We're going to work our way to the 314, and then we'll worry about that later. If we do end up breaking the 314, let's say we get a 2-time expected move or 1.5-time expected move, we're above the 314s, then we should be good to go in here to about 338. If we cannot breach the 338s, we're going to head back down to the 314. So 304, 314, and 338. That's kind of the levels we're looking at in here going up. Now, do I expect that move to happen? Not quite sure. You never know what's going to happen. And something that's a stock that's been beat up 44% year to date, not quite sure what is going to happen in here and what to expect. So this thing could go either way. It could just pop off. It could shoot through the moon, or it could just fall flat on its face, pull back into the 240s, or it could do a whole lot of nothing, right? It could be a whole lot of nothing burger, especially when you have something as hyped up as United Health. But we'll kind of have to wait and see. But if we are going to be reactionary in here, the levels we're going to watch 304, 314, and 338. At any of these points, if we do break and hold, then we can play it to the upside. If it looks like we're struggling here with the 304s, play it to the downside. We're in the 304s, we're playing it to 314, hit the 314, look for a pullback $10 again to the 304. We can play it like that. We can kind of stair step our way up into the 338s or just kind of bounce off these channels in here. That is kind of how we're going to be looking at this. We're just going to let the stock dictate that to us. We're going to watch the net flow overall. We're going to see where everybody's placing their bets and then go from there. $22 expected move again by this Friday. You had a lot of call options being traded, especially on the 290s, especially on the 300s. The 297.5's got a lot of action. So a lot of call action in here as far as volume, especially being traded today. So we'll see what happens in here in United going forward. But again, to the downside, not going to worry about catching a falling knife, but we're just going to wait and see how this thing plays off. But then we do get a pop to the upside, 304, 314, and 338 are going to be the levels we're going to be watching in here, and then we're going to play it accordingly. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.